Well, this morning, the Greater Des Moines Partnership placing a flag in the ground, setting its 2021 federal policy agenda. So how does this impact you and why is this so important? So here to talk exactly about that is Andrea Woodard with the partnership. Andrea, thank you so much for being here. So let's kind of break it down. The 5 areas you guys are focusing on this year include the Des Moines Airport Terminal Project, Central Iowa Water Trails infrastructure, investment, small business support, and immigration reform. So let's break this down. How did you guys come up with that list?
Great question. I'll make it quick. We spend a couple of months at the beginning of every calendar year talking about what is important to the members and investors of the Greater Des Moines Partnership. We cover a 10-county region, 3,600 plus members and investors. And so what are those priorities that we think are going to drive growth and economic vitality in the region each year? And we actually have a 40-page federal policy agenda, and then we take kind of what are those top priorities that we really want to spend our time focusing on throughout the year, and that's what we announced yesterday, and we'll work on throughout the summer, and then we take that message with us to Washington, D.C. for a trip planned at the end of September.
I'm sure you get this a lot, but did the pandemic shift any of those priorities? Are we seeing a different list than maybe we would have a year and a half ago?
Not really. Actually, I think it almost validated and enhanced some of the things that we had previously been talking about. Outside of infrastructure, that's always a big priority for us. But when you talk about small business support, immigration reform, those are also really heavy on the talent development side of our work. And so we know that talent, the employees that are needed to keep our businesses going and growing are ways that we can help support that work through policy priorities such as immigration reform. How are we identifying untapped talent that we can bring individuals into our community so that we can help support the businesses that we represent?
And we just want to focus in on one here really quickly. Let's talk about the Des Moines Airport Terminal Project. Why are we wanting to support that?
So we have been working for a long time with the Des Moines Airport to help complete the terminal expansion plan that they've put in place. There's about a $200 million funding gap that still exists. And while certainly many of us weren't traveling as much during the pandemic, numbers are really close to where they were at. We're already seeing over 70% of where we were at a year ago. And so in order to sustain those numbers as well as the growth that's expected, it supports our businesses. Whether you're traveling for leisure or business, we have got to build some infrastructure and an airport that is going to support the growing community that we have here in the DSM region.
Love it. Andrea with the Greater Des Moines Partnership, thank you for your time and look forward to the future investments of the metro area. So thank you very much.
Thank you.